with the Scottman, and we are here to do a driving video today. We are continuing north on I-75. I filmed the last segment heading up to M-55 East near West Branch, coming up from 23 near Standish. Filmed that back in early July, and it is early September now. As you can tell, I'm heading up north again for the day. But unlike back in July when I was only going up to Higgins Lake, this time I'm going up to Charlevoix. I filmed the video up there a few years ago, but wasn't entirely too happy with how it came out, so why not film a updated one? Oh, one second, I gotta blow my nose. Yeah, it's like anytime the humidity drops, my allergies start to fire up a little bit, although they were worse yesterday. And yeah, unlike the last time I came up here, I don't have a sore throat or anything like that. Because I didn't really say it in any of the videos from the day I went to Higgins Lake. But yeah, I had a sore throat that day, and I think it turned out to be possibly a minor cold. But it was not bad enough for me to cancel any plans or anything like that. This time, no, I'm healthy compared to that other day. Oh well. So up in this video, this is going to be a little bit longer than the last I-75 segment. We're going to be heading all up to Grayling, although the exit for M-72, which is a little bit south of Grayling. That's a pretty good milestone to film up to. Or, well, let me think. It'll either be there or where 127 merges into I-75. It's gonna be near that area. But yeah, it's a beautiful morning out this morning. However, back down in the Detroit area, it's very, very cloudy. Because there's a stalled out cold front that's, I think it's positioned over like northern Kentucky or something like that. And today, I think, yeah, today and tomorrow, they're supposed to get like flooding rains down in. He's gonna need to get over. I better slow down. Anyway, yeah. Flooding rains out in Indiana and Ohio today. So I think the rain bands are pretty much as far north as the border with Michigan. In fact, down in the Detroit area tomorrow, we're supposed to get rain as well, a little bit Monday, but nothing too extraneous though. Because yeah, all I know is that entering Roscommon County. Probably get around now. Are they both Silverados? Yes they are, although that one's more black than the first one. Couldn't tell what the color the first one was. Anyway, so yeah, it's like the stalled out cold front is producing a lot of rain on its own, and plus the remnants of Tropical Storm Gordon, which are, I think, currently over Missouri right now. It's blending into the cold front, so it's making things even worse as they head down to Indiana and Ohio. But it's like, if you look at the weather right now, it's like you would not even know that was happening to the south. Yeah, up in Charlevoix today, it's supposed to be very, very nice. And cooler than it has been. The first few days of September, I think until about a couple days or so, a couple days ago, it's been really, really hot here. Like we're having highs around 90 degrees Fahrenheit, or about like 32 degrees Celsius. That is unheard of for Michigan around like Labor Day weekend. It's like Labor Day can be pretty warm at times for Labor Day weekend, but not that warm. In fact, not only that, but like it was very humid. Felt like you were in Texas or Florida. Well, maybe Texas or Florida in October. Well, there's still some humidity, but doesn't feel like you're at the equator or something. But yeah, speaking of tropical systems, there are a lot in the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean right now. The thing is, I'm filming this video, there's Florence, there's Helene, and then there's Tropical Depression 9, but that's supposed to become Isaac. It's like, hopefully none of those storms, Florence is supposed to go to the U.S., potentially like late next week to like the Carolinas, Georgia, or Florida. I'm not sure exactly where yet. They haven't, because it's still far out a little bit. But I know, but hopefully, hopefully there isn't a tropical storm or a hurricane that impacts Florida, Texas, or even Puerto Rico for a while. Just because they've had their fair share with Harvey, Irma, and Maria last year. Because yeah, it's like, yeah, I remember going down to St. Augustine. I saw, like, when I went to that Fountain of Youth Park, like one of the huts that was in that park was still blown down due to Hurricane Irma. And then when I went to Houston and the Rockport, Corpus Christi area back in February, got to see a lot of still some remnants from Hurricane Harvey there, like either due to the flooding in Houston that happened during that storm, or the direct impact of the storm with the wind damage in Rockport. So it makes you not want to live down in the tropics. But at the same time, though, it's like people do like to live down that part of the country just because it is beautiful. Like when there aren't any hurricanes. Yeah, this is the one stretch of I-75, well, with the exception of some areas out in the Metro Detroit area, where you're pretty much going due west on I-75. Oh, sweet, new pavement. Yeah, come to think of it, I believe when I was going to Higgins Lake a couple months ago, I think they were either in the process of, or they're getting ready to resurface this. But yeah, with upcoming trips, I'm going to be heading over to Europe, and as I film this video, 19 days from now. Although I think by the time this video goes up, I'd probably be back from the trip. Unlike the trip I did last year to Europe, where I went to Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia, Montenegro, and Spain, although Spain was just Barcelona. I was gone for almost 2 weeks for that one, where this trip I'm only going to be gone for like 8 to 9 days. I say that because it's going to be 8 days, theoretically, but it's going to be 9 in a way because I fly out on a Thursday night, have an overnight flight over to Amsterdam, and then I come back the following Saturday. So it's like if you want to hear, and of course, yeah, there'll be plenty of videos from the trip. So if you want a little hint, well, I should say hint because I'm practically giving it away. But if you want to know where I go to Europe for the upcoming videos, I'm spending the first 24 hours in Amsterdam. So I've never been to Amsterdam or anywhere in the Netherlands, minus having a layover at a Schiphol airport, which is the main airport in Amsterdam. Oh, I still have to do this left lane over here. Well, anyway, so be doing that for a day. One thing I definitely want to check out, which I did get tickets ahead of time, so no worries, is the Anne Frank house, which is supposed to be where the Frank family were hiding from Nazi Germany during the Holocaust. It's like her father Otto had owned a business in the front building, which is I think where you enter in for the museum. And then there was like a hidden, I wouldn't say hidden, but there was like a inner house that's behind it that was connected by a bookcase, or like a hidden bookcase, and that was where they hid from the Nazis. However, unfortunately, they were eventually found by them, and they were eventually sent off to the concentration camps, which only Otto Frank survived that awful ordeal. So it'd be really cool to check that out. Unfortunately, they don't allow photography or filming in there, so it's kind of a bummer, but it is a way to preserve the history a little bit. But yeah, for that museum, it is really hard. I shouldn't say hard, but you have to reserve a ticket ahead of time because it sells out fast. In fact, when I was buying my ticket, the few days right before the day I was going to be there were sold out already. Although I think that I saw on the website that they do open up some tickets the day of online, but it's not many. So when you look at the site online, read TripAdvisor reviews or look through the Rick Steves guidebook, yeah, they all recommend to purchase your tickets ahead of time if you want to visit the museum, because it is one of the most popular museums in all of Amsterdam, along with the Rijksmuseum, which is the big art museum that's there. And then after that, yeah, I'll be spending about 2.5 to 3 days in Vienna. So I'll be checking out Vienna, check out the different sites there. And then on one of the days I'm there, I'm going to be taking a side trip over to Bratislava, Slovakia. Because, yeah, by train, they're only an hour apart. And with the Schengen agreement, it's a really easy border to cross because there aren't border controls or anything like that. So we'll be able to easily do that in a day trip. It's like the equivalent of going to Frankenmuth from Metro Detroit and back. And then from there, I'll be taking a train over to Salzburg, spend a couple days there. Although the first day I'll pretty much be in Salzburg, but the second day, a little bit of Salzburg too, but I'm also I'm going to be going to Berchtesgaden, which is it's like a little, it's a mountainous area that's technically in Germany, but it digs itself into Austria a little bit. It's supposed to be very, very beautiful there. And then after that, I'll be spending a day in the ski resort town called Saalbach Hinterglemm. It's, for what I saw online, it's supposed to be pretty similar to like the resorts you see like in Colorado, like Winter Park or Vail, etc. Like during the winter time, people go there for skiing and probably snowboarding too. But the summertime, although I'm going in the fall, although it's going to be near the end of the summer season there, it's very popular for like hiking, mountain biking. In fact, my cousin Lauren I think she would love the park. It's like I wanted to have her come with me on the trip because I haven't seen her since like January, but she's pretty busy right now. Like she works full time, and then she also is in her last semester of graduate school. She'll be graduating this December, so it's pretty cool. So anyways, we'll be spending it like a day and a night there, and then the last day I'll be heading over to Munich, spend the last day there, just check out Munich for a little bit. I definitely will see much of everything at all, just because you need to have at least a couple days to see a lot of things. Plus, what'll be cool too is Oktoberfest will be going on, so that'd be really cool to check out. And then pretty much fly home after that. Making pretty good progress, I'd say. We're already getting up to Roscommon, and as a matter of fact, this exit up here, this is where I got off on the day I went to South Higgins Lake State Park. And that was a beautiful park. Like the lake's really pretty, and then I think we got to go on a hike there. So yeah, if you want to go like to Higgins Lake and you're coming up from the southern part of the state, this is the exit to get off at. But yeah, for me to get up to Charlevoix, I'm going to be getting off at the exit for M-72, which is just south of Grayling. Oh yeah, I remember the construction at that bridge, because yeah, the bridge right there right now is down to one lane because they're doing some construction on that bridge. But yeah, I want to see how many more miles it is to Grayling. I think there should be a sign coming up. The key word or the key phrase is "I think." Guess not, but we'll keep this video going a little bit longer, of course. But yeah, it's like with the longer drive video, that means more to talk about. We haven't talked about sports in a lot of these videos lately, so but yeah, the football season for both the pros or the NFL and college have both started up. The NFL season officially started 2 days ago with the game between Atlanta and Philadelphia. In fact, the Detroit Lions will open up their season on Monday against the New York Jets. curious how the Lions will do this year. Because, yeah, Lions have a new coach, Matt Patricia, who used to be the defensive coordinator for the New England Patriots. I'm not expecting the Lions to win the Super Bowl or this year or anything, but hopefully soon, though. They need to, I say end their drought, but there is no drought to begin with because the Lions have never won the Super Bowl. They've won a national championship, but that was before they started the Super Bowl. And then, yeah, college football, they started a little over a weekend ago, although technically 2 weeks ago because they had what was called a week 0. Or they had some games on earlier in August, which is ridiculous in my opinion. It's like they should start the college football season Labor Day weekend, just like they always have. So I don't know why they are starting to move games even sooner than that, but I don't know. So it was great to see that start up as well. Like, yeah, the Major League Baseball season, that's pretty much going to be coming to an end at the end of this month. They're already into Crawford County. We cruised through Roscommon County pretty quickly. And then, yeah, the baseball playoffs will be starting in October. And then I'm not sure, I think it's October, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's like, yeah, we also have the NBA and the NHL basketball and hockey. Sorry, but I think about another month or so. So it's like we have all the big sports, like the big four will be all on at the same time pretty soon. Although for baseball, it'll be mostly just playoffs to get to a certain point. And then, yeah, it's like right now, we still have the U.S. Open for tennis right now, although I think today is the women's finals are, I think, later today. So I know it's a Serena Williams. I forgot who she's playing. And then tomorrow is the men's finals between Del Potro from Argentina against Djokovic. Which I believe Djokovic is trying to, I think it's his third U.S. Open, if I'm not mistaken. Either it's going to be his third or fourth if he wins it. I don't follow tennis too closely, so I'm not 100% sure about a lot of things. But yeah, we should be getting up to 127 within the next few miles. This is not too far until we get into Crawford County. I should probably drink some water right now. My throat was starting to dry a little bit. Or get a little dry. So what happens when you talk for a long period of time? It's like you have to drink a lot of water. That's why if you watch like a lot of speeches or anything like that, like, or if you watch like those TED Talks, you'll see a lot of them always having like a water bottle of some sort. Because yeah, when you're talking for a long period of time, like your throat dries out, and sometimes it can even affect your voice. So that's why you'll see people drinking water periodically when they're giving a speech, or even people who teach or are like instructors at a university. It's like after a while, your throat will dry up. morning right now, and it's pretty chilly out. Because yeah, right, especially compared to what the heat we were seeing earlier. It's like now like right now it's in the mid 50s right now Fahrenheit, or like around 12 or 13 degrees Celsius. So it's pretty cool right now. It's cooled down as I've gone north, but that's usually the case when I head up north. Yeah, here is US 127 where it empties out. So yeah, let's keep going another couple miles until we get to the M-72 exit. But yeah, there's no exit from this side of 75 to go back to 127 south. If you really want to go south, you could probably get off of this exit and then turn back around. But yeah, 127, I'll take you down to Clare, Michigan, down to Mount Pleasant, and then eventually down to Lansing. Yeah, they're from out of town. I figure let's play it safe and let the guy over. Thankfully, the traffic's been pretty light, so it's like as I was saying earlier, like he should not have been in that left lane. I suspect he was probably coming from 127. Wouldn't surprise me he's gonna be getting off at the exit for Grayling. But yeah, the law in the state of Michigan is, yeah, when you're on a freeway and it's two lanes like this, yeah, the left lane is basically a passing lane or passing lane. It's like that's the only time you technically should be in the left lane. There's a little bit of an exception, like in this stretch right around here, because the exit for M-72 for Grayling, it's to the left. Okay, so we're getting ready to conclude the video. This is going to be close to a half hour. So you get an extra long driving video today. That's not a driving tour. Because we're almost to Grayling, and now I should get over the left lane because I'll be getting off momentarily. So if you've enjoyed this driving video and you want to watch some more driving videos, definitely click the video link to the left of the left side of the screen. So thank you for watching today's driving video here on I-75 from M-55 East near West Branch up to the exit for M-72 or Business 75 for Grayling, Michigan. And this is Scott, or the Scottman, signing out.